So today I'm talking about a Kia with the P0446 code, what it is, and how you go about fixing it. So what is a Kia P0446 code? Well, it's an evaporative emission control system vent control circuit malfunction. And what does this mean? Well, modern cars have a evap system that helps contain all the gas vapors inside the gas tank, and they get sent back to the engine and get burnt off so they don't escape into the atmosphere. And the onboard computer's seen a problem with this, so I have to be troubleshooting on why. And the most common cause of a P0446 code is going to be the vent valve wiring, possibly the charcoal canister, and possibly a blown fuse. And there is some other things that might cause a P0446, but usually if it's these problems right here, you'll get another code. So if you are getting other codes, you might want to look those up and see, like there's not some other kind of issue that's just causing a problem down the line. But the most common causes for P0446 is going to be around the vent valve. And so the first thing to do when you get this is to go locate the vent valve on your particular Kia, since there is some differences. It'll be located down by the charcoal canister somewhere. Sometimes it could be part of the charcoal canister, and then sometimes it could be separate, but it'll be located very close to the charcoal canister, or quite commonly, it'll be a part of it. It'll be built in or something along these lines. For example, right here, this is a 2005 Kia, and it's built into the back of the charcoal canister. You take the charcoal canister off, and it's right there. And inside of this one right here, it's separate from the charcoal canister. The charcoal canister is over here, and the vent valve's right here. But first thing to do is locate the vent valve on your particular Kia, because it's the main thing this code is pointing at. And once you locate it, the next thing to do is to examine all this wiring, because any bad wiring, open, short, anything like this is going to cause the same issues as a bad vent valve. So you're going to want to check that out really good. And be aware this is usually on a fuse. It's usually inside the engine compartment. There's a fuse inside of there. So be sure to check for any blown fuses, especially if you're not getting no power to the solenoid. So be sure to keep that in mind. But first thing to do, check out this wiring real good, and be sure there's no opens or shorts. And there's some different ways you go about testing this vent valve solenoid. If you have a good OBD2 scan tool, quite often there's an option inside there to enable it, and you can listen to hear if it clicks or not, because usually if it clicks, then it means the solenoid's working in there. There's some different methods like that, but it is a low-cost part, so most people just go ahead and swap it out. I'll jump over on Amazon, give you an idea how much they're going for right now. They range around $55, $27, $49, $23, so they're not extremely high-cost parts or anything. But like I said, you can test it if you wanted to. There's different ways you could do that. There's some good YouTube videos on how you go about testing these. But that would be the next thing to do, is if you checked all the wiring and all the wiring looks good, there's no open shorts or anything like that, there's no blown fuses, then very likely this vent valve has failed. And those would be the most common fixes for a P0446 code. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a real quick brief overview of how you go about fixing a Kia with the P0446 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.